if you're desperate, then that lets you know that you have to do whatever it takes, which we're going back to these people. Well, you'll never know what people will do when they're in desperate times. And if that's the case, should we not be eating them then? So, or because you kill them, if you kill someone and you don't take anything from them, is it not justified to kill that which is killing you? Is it not justified? You can't report it because there's things stronger than it that's allowing it to do these things to you. So you'd have to go to the highest level. The only way you'd be able to live and be able to create an alternative is for you to get rid of it at the roots. You'd have to dig it out though, because you can't cut down the roots because it can regrow. You have to literally dig up the roots, which means you got to get dirty. You got to get in the mud. You have to go as low as the roots have been planted in order for you to be able to get rid of it and poison it. You have to poison it at the roots. And then it's still going to grow, but it's going to grow with poison.
No,
But how do you poison
when
it? You
you
got to poison it with
when
the
you say
opposite of what
when
it
you say
is.
that too,
Love.
I have seen different videos of people talking about their experiences with the skinwalker, and when what happens is usually they get extremely sick from the experience, and if they don't get treated by a shaman within like days, they could literally die. And they'll get feverish, and the Indians believe this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like freaking. They have cases where they they say that this person would have died if they hadn't seen the shaman and had the shamans do a ritual for them to where freaking they would be healed.
Isn't that interesting that it's a shaman? Because the shaman is a negative shaman that causes it, and the only thing that can counter it is the exact same of it, but it's opposite type. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
the good
the light,
shaman.
like you were saying, yeah, the light versus the dark or the lower levels of light.
Yeah.
That's so interesting because that's like heaven and hell or God and the devil, because we know there's no such thing as the devil, even though everyone believes there is. The devil is really just your lower self vibrating. You are the devil in its highest form at all times. The worst you is what is the comma, or excuse me, apostrophe evil. And so I think that's interesting because the only thing that can counter or conquer you is you, unless you allow something else to overpower you, in which sense you're giving your control away to something outside of you. That's how you become a sheep. That's how you become the 85. And see, this is so easy to me, and this is not something I can like, but I don't know how to make people understand it. But you understand it. I gotta figure out that part because it's just people are going to kill you, and they want to do it right now, and it's just like they won't. They don't. They're not going to stop till they get you dead. And I feel like telling I'm telling you this, or I'm saying this out loud, and then it's like I know it's true for me. People have been attempting to do the same thing for like a while now, and I know my capabilities. That's why I don't really worry about it. Like I said, I welcome death because I know what death is and gives me the power to do. And so it's not something that I shy away from because it's not going to be my first rodeo. But it's one of those things to where I would like people to understand how much I know. So much so that I kind of wish someone would actively just, because like no one's going to believe me until I show them. And then at that point, all they can do is watch. And that's what is going to happen. That's what's going to happen to be. And we got to be careful. We just got to be careful. I apologize. I don't know where my
No,
brain
don't
is
worry about
today.
it. No,
It's been
don't worry about
insane.
it. I mean, it's good that you brought that out. Like, for one thing, like you just said right there, people aren't gonna believe you until they see you. Don't get caught up in that kind of thinking. I mean, you believe it. That's what's important. You know what I mean? I should believe you because you believe it. I shouldn't be the type of person that judges you and says that you're wrong because I'm not you. You know what I mean? Um,
Right,
that's what a
right.
that's what a friend is. That's what somebody is that supports you, and
You know I'm not coming from nowhere. You know I'm coming from somewhere. Even if you cannot be where I'm coming from, you know, just knowing me that this is coming from somewhere. So even if it's not true for you, it's true to me. That's what I respect about you. That's why I keep showing up for you. Because a lot of times I want to disappear. Especially lately, I've been feeling like I want to go away and I don't want to be seen anymore and I don't want people to know me anymore. And I write that in my journal and then I erase it because people have to know and see me and stuff. But I don't like these people. They're not nice people, and I want to do bad stuff to them because they're not nice people.
You got to remember too, growth is it. We've discussed this in the beginning too. When it comes to growth, it's not easy. You know what I mean? And change, people don't like change because change sucks. It's painful. You have to freaking change from what you once were to what you're gonna be, and everybody has this misconception that you can sit still, and that's just complete ridiculous. That's not true. You can never sit still. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. You see what I mean? So,
No.
so I mean, a lot of the stuff that you've been doing here lately has been a lot of growth. I can see it. You've actually done a lot for yourself, and I mean, I can see a lot of things happening that's good for you. You know what I mean? If you continue on the path of growth, you know.
That's why I ain't stopped yet. You don't understand. I was gonna stop. What Thursday? It's been. Listen, listen. I've been not about to show up a lot lately, and I just keep doing it because I have to. I have to for me. Like I'm not allowed to not. Every time and I do it. I can't say I do it for you. I do it for you because I know that now it's to the point to where you believe in me, and that's nice because nobody really usually does that. They usually do what they can do to kind of combat me. So I appreciate that fact that you do believe in me and you give me an opportunity to, like, you share your platform and you give me a voice or you allow me to use my voice. You don't really kind of force me in anything. You listen to me, and like it's cool because, like I said, most people don't listen to me, and you listen to me a lot. They listen to me, but they listen to me and they act like it's what they said, and they pretend that they take my stuff and pretend that it's theirs, and they don't give me no credit. Then they say what I'm saying make no sense, or I'm stupid, or this is dumb. But then they'll say it with like a robot or some hype girl, a rapper, whatever, and now she's the face of my message, which makes no sense because like I really live through this every single day. Like every single day, there's like this is a life that these people paid for, that I've been born into, and it bothers me when they're mimicking me but ridiculing me at the same time. And so it's like I don't want to help you because me showing them how I'm capable to do this, it makes it to where they are capable to minimize me and maximize their own existence using what I have to actually grow through. And like I don't know, I just appreciate you. Like I said, I wanted to stop a while, like a long time now. A lot of stuff made me want to stop. You always make me keep going because every day it's like, oh, it's almost like, I don't know, universe linked us for a good reason because it's like right when I'm like ready to stop, you'll like direct message me, oh, I got you an interview, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, well, I'm not stopping today. And it's just cool because it's like I said, and then now, and you're like, okay, so 3 weeks from now, or like you expected me to be on this nuts lock in a year from now. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, you gotta
Well,
stick around for at
let
least
me,
another year.
let
It's just like,
let me just tell you something. I'm a, I'm a mystery to even John, dude. Just, just so you know.
you never know what to expect with you.
John says he just holds back his spirituality like you wouldn't believe, and there's a reason for that. I mean, it's not not unintentional. I mean, I've actually learned stuff about this stuff. You know what I mean? If you put too much out, you're setting yourself up to be hurt. Okay, so and you got to realize that you're dealing with things that are way beyond your comprehension. Like you may think that you understand things and you have a good grasp of it, but there's more. And it's a matter of understanding, and you go through different levels of understanding as you learn. Okay, so it's like unpeeling an onion. An onion has different levels to it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, Shrek. I understand. Shrek tells us that about the onion. He's like, an onion has layers. He's like, cakes have layers. He's like, but I'm not a cake. I'm an onion. And then you use the onion. So I think that's funny.
but I mean, that's the thing, man. You know, and you don't you don't. Well, it's kind of like putting your emotions on your shoulder. You know what I mean? Or wearing your emotions on your sleeve. You're not gonna do that so that somebody could freaking take advantage of that, are you? You know.
I mean, you know what's crazy is I tell the truth right off the rip to give
Well,
people a fair chance to like walk away or not walk away. There was a guy, he just asked me for my number when I was coming back from the store today. And I told him, I said, look, I promise you, this is not what you want for your life because I'm not a regular girl. I'm not going to talk to you about this bullshit that you see on TV. I grind for me and my kids. Like, it's not going to be just like, oh, I'm not her. And you're going to want me to be her one day. You're going to wish that I was her one day. And we might kick it for a little while. But it's just like, I don't like it here no more. These people are just boring to me. They don't even try to not be boring. They're just also the same. And I
that's
don't
cause
have anything
that's cause
different.
you live in Florida, man. Yeah, I've lived in Florida too, dude. I mean, come
I'm
on.
gonna start chilling with the alligators, just not procreate with them.
Start looking at those alligators and thinking that.
Right. So I see why people attempted to start families with you guys. Cause jeez Louise.
So,
Like, I gotta figure this out. But yeah, I know. I curved it completely, but
but
still.
I personally think that you've just in the time we've been together, I believe you've had a lot of good growth, and it's good for you. It's good for me. It's good for everybody. And like now you're hooked up with John too. John loves the heck out of you, so he ain't gonna say
It's
that because
happening so fast. It's like
he
I had prayed for this type of stuff to happen and then it started happening and it's just like I don't know. I'm not mad. I'd rather it keep
see
happening
on the
than to
side.
stop.
I knew he'd at least say something because he's muted right now, but because of probably
Hmm.
family and stuff. But like he said, the A team, you know, that's what it's about. So don't
That's
worry.
so funny. He says the A team and he's a median. You know that song, the A team. Um, my baby, when my baby was here, that's the song I used to play with him. That and the Change the World song that's on the video. Eric Clapton.
I used to
It's
watch.
that.
I used to watch the A Team, man. I was an A Team fan. Mr. T,
Oh, there's a show about the A team.
yeah, Mr.
Huh.
I mean, A Team, dude. You had Murdoch. You had freaking.
I heard of Murdoch before. Papa said Murdoch's name.
You had B.A. Baracus.
I never heard of him. But you said Mr. T. I know Mr. T.
Yeah,
I didn't know that there's a show. I'm gonna look for it now. I never know there was a show about the A team. Like I said, the song is the A team that I know. That's crazy though, because like, wow, that's insane. Because you just said the A team. I don't know. It's just a lot. That's like, and that's
yeah.
yeah.
I I read the fifth page on this thing, and I don't really want to go further on that one because that's where it starts getting into UFO sightings and stuff. And for me
Have you
personally,
ever seen a UFO?
you know, I've actually told people that I haven't, but I have to quickly remind myself that I did actually. It could have been a UFO. It was in Arizona when I was a little kid, and my sister always has to remind me of it. You know, I can't say if it's a UFO or not, but there's a good chance it could have been. I was living At the time, the place was called Higley, but since we moved away from there, it merged into Gilbert. And my dad used to be a dairyman, and he'd have us go down to the barn and get milk.